What's going on, fellas?
What up?
I'd like to start off the episode by saying, Drew, you were right, man. Your predictions were on point, spot on. You called it like it was supposed to be. You said exactly what was going to happen in the game. Your man got the sack right on time. I was like, this is Justradamus right here, man. He must
Oh,
have
I
seen
said, bro,
he must have seen the future. He just
I
knew.
just,
He just
saying?
knew exactly how it was going to happen. He said, my man has not gotten a sack yet. He's due to get one this game. And sure enough, in the dying moments when they needed a sack, who came through? I can't even remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Chris Jones,
You
Chris
know.
Jones,
So
and Frank Clark. I said it was both.
I gotta give you your props, man. You called a spot on, man. I was wrong. You were right, man.
I I couldn't find the episode. We do so much work over here at Underdog. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't find the one, but I even remember
I
saying
was just about to say
that we got the first game in the desert, and we're gonna get the last game in the desert. So we gonna get that knocked out, and I can't wait.
Wait, one of y'all predicted this like a month ago, this matchup in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. I think I've been saying it too. I said Eagles, Chiefs, but
Y'all listening, you could have put money down, Ben. 1,000 there.
He said you could have a good spring break.
where is the Super Bowl at this year?
Arizona.
Okay.
State Farm Stadium.
Okay.
Not to say NFL has scripts, but there's no lies being told. It's State Farm Stadium, Phoenix, Arizona. That's all I got to say.
Well, for those of us who are thinking about traveling, Iodome Travel is at your service. Currently, they have something on their Instagram that I thought was quite interesting. November 18th to 25th, 2023, South Africa. Payment options, discounts, township tour. Tell us a little bit about it, Drew.
This is the other trip that I was telling y'all about. Going back to South Africa, that's where I used to live, like 95, 96, 97. So, gonna be going back for Thanksgiving, but another opportunity to travel, work and vacation, you know how I like to roll. Um, gonna be getting that popping. You see the prices, you see the information, I can sit up here and go on and on about, you know, the opportunity it is. If you want to seize it, you will. If you don't, you won't. And we're gonna be having a good time. So I hope to see anybody who wants to, get involved.
Man, that's pretty good price though, man. If you go with the double occupancy, 2,400 per person. And it looks like they're giving $300 deposit due March 5th. So set up a payment plan, includes lodging, transportation, excursions, selected meals, experienced local guide, and a plus welcome party. Speaking of party, let's get back to the Super Bowl. What y'all doing, man? What you throwing on the grill this weekend?
I'm gonna let Dane go first. He's the culinary wizard. So we're gonna let him talk.
In New York, that's the one thing I hate about the city is that people don't really grill out here because there's just no space and it's inconvenient. But I'm doing stuffed jalapeno, my special cream cheese dip wrapped in bacon. I have to do the wings in the air fryer, and maybe Drew got to try it. I got some mango and then cream cheese stuffed spinach chicken as well.
Okay.
Brian Dayball just got Coach of the Year.
For real?
Yeah.
Well,
good for him.
Hopefully
he deserved it.
Aggie out there.
So.
But Bola, we know you big Chef Boyardee. Hey, come on, man.
Boyardee.
I don't know if I'm gonna do anything special. I'm probably just gonna keep it simple. A little wings on the big green egg. Smoke it for a little bit. A little rotel and dip on the side.
Ooh, that rotel.
Smoking on the grill. Nothing major. Just.
You're gonna put some cinnamon on that chicken.
Nah, bro. No cinnamon on the chicken. No cinnamon, bro. We're gonna put some Cameroon spice. We're gonna put some cake and chicken seasoning on there. You know, we're gonna let it marinate. You know, I'm trying to find a picture to show y'all what the wing's gonna look like, but it'll pop up sometime during this episode.
Hey, that's how I knew I fell in love.
I
My wife ate the bones, the first chicken I cooked. Not just like, ate around the edge, cracked open the bone, ate the marrow, and then ate the parts of the bone that were brittle.
Well, if she tastes my chicken, she probably will not be eating yours no more. I promise you that.
I told her already, you're my teacher, man. I already told her that. Taught me everything I know in the kitchen.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Much obliged, man. Much obliged. So let's get to the nitty-gritty, man. What people really want to hear, man. Who's winning this Super Bowl? What y'all thinking?
Well, briefly, since everybody probably assumes my answer, I will let you know that I'll be enjoying the game in the rear trailer of probably six-wheeler. I'm gonna have my Bluetooth speaker going with crowd noise. I'm trying to create an Arrowhead environment while on the road here in New Orleans. I got all types of decor and stuff that I'll be hanging up, so I'm gonna be going bananas. But you already know who I think's gonna win.
I'm so
as far
sorry.
as the score,
I'm so
what's
sorry,
up?
Drew. I didn't even let you say what you was gonna cook. I jumped
Yes,
the gun a little bit.
I'll be eating whatever's at the Circle K on Howard Street in downtown New Orleans.
Okay, my bad, bro.
I'll be having 15 ice cold Coors Lights in honor of Pat Mahomes, who is trying to go for NFL history and become only the fourth quarterback to ever win multiple MVPs or Super Bowls. So we going for greatness.
I heard that.
We got to give a congrats. I mean, as a Bears fan, it's been a long time since we've been there. Got to appreciate the moment. I don't know if you got a drink, Drew, but
no drink,
celebratory moment, man.
Salute.
I don't have one either, but I'll get one when we switch shows in a second. Pretty hectic day. Ooh.
You pulling something up over there?
I'm trying to, man.
I was gonna say I can give my predictions while we wait on you.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well,
Let me slow you
I
down.
saw today in honor of Underdog Pod. Actually, the Eagles are the favorites as of like 3:00 on at least one app, which kind of shocks me, to be honest. Normally, I'll troll the Chiefs to get a rise out of Drew and other Missouri favorite fans that we have listening in, but I'm frankly kind of shocked by it, given the strength of schedule of the Eagles and who Mahomes is personally. But I think actually I'll put my money where my mouth is. I don't know if Drew want to match me in any of this. I'm willing to put $200 or $300, let's say, that the Chiefs win on this game.
You gotta be more convincing than that, though. By how many points? What are we talking about, man?
I can't do the points, man. I think it's gonna be a close game. But I do have, after your video, I have some word on the street. Because you know what made me wonder? I'm hearing a lot of hate about the Chiefs. The Eagles, I understand, because the fans are trash and nobody likes Philadelphia fans, whatever. But there's been a lot of hate about the Chiefs, and I was wondering, Drew, if you had any idea why do people hate the Chiefs? If you have any guesses, I have some good answers.
Why do people hate?
Yeah.
Why do people hate the Chiefs?
I don't know.
People in New York? People in New York?
It's in general. I'm like, people I'm like, who you want to win? They're like, oh, I hate the Chiefs. Really? Why? You from Boston? Like why do you think people hate the Chiefs?
Well, if it's from Boston, then it's probably we're one of the only teams that ever had like a decent record against the Patriots. I know you're probably going to go on some random tangent about referees or memes or State Farm commercials or all this other.
No alternative motive here. I'm just genuinely asking. I promise. This is a genuine question.
Bro, haters when you win, people don't like it. Like it's 32 teams. That means there's 31 other cities upset. Like, of course. And as you continue to win, in the last 13 AFC championships, it's been either the Chiefs or the Patriots. So we're just now in that group. We've always been a good franchise once we got the second Super Bowl and the fourth appearance. Now the fifth appearance. We've turned into one of those teams. As you like to say, we're the darlings. We're the new darlings of the NFL. So, but yeah, bro, Eagles ain't played nobody. Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, probably the best they face, and they all put up over 33 on them. We actually have the number one O-line success percentage, 70%. They have the best D-line. Shout out to 85 Bears. They have a potential to break the Bears record with 80 sacks on the season, including playoffs. But once again, we do have an extra game. It's going to be a good game, but we don't know how Jalen's feeling. He's thrown for like under 180 yards each game. If they can't run the ball, it's going to be really hard to keep up with the Chiefs scoring, bro. And it's going to feel very familiar, maybe kind of like a Chiefs-Ravens game used to be. Like, can Jalen Hurts get you out of a 2-score deficit? Now, we also saw what happened in the Jaguars game, but I mean, the Jaguars ain't the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like, the Jaguars got up on them, but that's early in the season. This is Andy Reid against his old team, the Kelce Bowl, like I called it, everything I said. And shout out to my favorite uncle, who's actually from Philly, my Uncle Benny, man. Love him to death. He's an Eagles fan. I was in Philly. I actually was in Philly when they won the Super Bowl working, selling sports merch. I was in Cherry Hill, New Jersey at a gas station, you know what I'm saying, selling Eagles merch. So, like, I've been a part of this franchise success, too, in my own way. You know what I mean? So, like, and then my dad, you already know, 50-year veteran. Shout out to him. I got his work coat over here. That's basically his jersey. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's like I said, this is I didn't think that the Super Bowl in Miami versus the 49ers could get outdone. This is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? If Andy Reid can beat his old team, Pat Mahomes, we also have 2 black quarterbacks for the first time ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just, and then, I mean, I'm not even hating on Jalen Hurts. His situation coming from Alabama and then going to Oklahoma and, you know what I'm saying, that whole situation. And he's actually developed his mechanics. He is a better thrower. Like, he's better than Lamar as far as throwing is. You know what I mean? It's just if he can because of the shoulder injury. You know what I mean? The Eagles ran the ball like 39 and 41 times the last 2 games. So if our run defense can hold up and we can score, my official prediction for the pod, I'm going to say 31-21 Chiefs.
10
That's my
points.
31-21.
Complete control. They come back at all or no?
What I think is that we've 21-6 with more than 10 days to prepare for a game, Andy Reid, against his old team, against a new coach. Yes, they have a great defense, but that game against the 49ers early in the season, we only allowed 1 sack, and it wasn't until the 4th quarter. Our O-line's just too good. We have too many schemes. Everybody's back healthy. Juju's practicing. McCole Hardman got moved to IR, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back, so now we have multiple threats at running back again. Isaiah Pacheco's probably good. I see Isaiah Pacheco maybe getting 100 yards in this game, bro. Like dead serious. Like, I bought an Isaiah Pacheco jersey with the Super Bowl. I bought Isaiah Pacheco jersey with the Super Bowl patch because he's the new number 10. That's what this season is about. We dropped Tyreek Hill. We got a defense. We did this. We did that. It's just, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
I personally don't think, I mean, from my experience, the past like decade of Super Bowls, these offensive teams expose the defenses. You know, it's like the offense is clicking, everything's in tune. It ain't through the run. I don't think Pacheco's getting 100 yards. I think, you know, Kelce eats. They do the Hardman type shit, you know, to make up for run plays, this and that.
Tony's gonna be a big part of this game for sure.
But the one
Tony
thing,
too.
the one thing, the word on the street, the one thing that resonated with me the most, and it doesn't have to do with any stats. I just wanted to See your face. They're like, I'm like, why? Why are you rooting for the Eagles over the Chiefs? And you know what they said? They said Mahomes is corny. He's corny. And you know what they sent me? They sent me a video. He's like, oh, I can't wait for a halftime show. My favorite song is Umbrella by Rihanna. I just want to hear his I want to hear his for a Chiefs fan. That's, I mean, someone needs to talk to his PR. I almost agree with him. That's a corny answer from him in his interviews. If he wants to be the superstar of the Tom Brady, you know, he gotta step up
Well,
his PR. Maybe he needs
as a
you.
fellow girl, as a fellow girl dad, are you not saying that it's okay to support female artists?
No.
Okay. Well, it's like I said, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, who cares? Rihanna's about to be a crazy show. It's like I said, like our other Super Bowl halftime was J-Lo, Shakira, Bad Bunny, J Balvin. So now we get Rihanna. Like, bro, this it's gonna be a crazy, like, from start to finish, I feel like it'll be a crazy day, crazy game. I just if 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 we can get this is the third Super Bowl in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? When there's arguments that we could have already went to 3 or 4 straight after losing Tyreek, like there's nothing else that could make me happier. I thought the first one, after 50 years, after all my dad's hard work to finally get that one, I thought that was crazy. If we get this one, I can't even describe, bro. It's gonna be insane. So I'm ready.
As ready as you
Maybe
are.
we pull away late. Maybe we get out to an early lead. Either way, I feel like there's just gonna be a type of scoring deficit situation, and our defense is just going to be able to hold up.
I agree with you, Drew. But the only difference is I think the Eagles win this, man. I think it's going to be 27-23. I think Jalen Hurts puts a hurting on them. I think the young man steps up and wins his first. I think fly, Eagles, fly. You know, I'm all for the narrative of, you know, Andy Reid coming back home and reenacting his vengeance and him not being deserving of losing his coaching job there. But I just think they are the better team, you know, all around. If the Eagles are healthy, I think they win. That's just my
They're
opinion.
better at quarterback.
I would say that again.
They're better at quarterback, just all around.
Look at the record though. What's their record this season?
The
With
same. The same.
Well, he said all around. So on average, that's what he was saying. He didn't say
That's what
each
I'm
position.
saying.
He said all
All
around
right.
as a team.
They're
But
better. They're better at
question.
coaching quarterback.
Well,
Coaching quarterback.
I get what you're saying. It's a new coach, but I just think it's that edge that they bring to it, though. You know, nobody's expecting them to do it, to be a surprise if they do. And sometimes that's all you need when everybody's expecting you to lose because you've never been there and you're unexperienced. It's times like that that you actually stand up and surprise everybody. So we'll see. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, I don't have a problem admitting that I'm wrong.
But we're the ones expected to lose.
And that's just
Say that.
We're the underdog.
I think you guys have been there more than one time in the last few years, like you said. I wouldn't expect y'all to lose. In my opinion,
right.
I expect y'all to win. I'm just saying I think the Eagles will. I can't speak for everybody else. This is just my opinion.
I want to hear from both of y'all. I want to know how could the Chiefs lose? How do the Eagles find a way to win? What is the way they can win?
Turnovers. They would have to succeed with a run.
I can see that. And the one thing,
like that whole keep Mahomes off the field. They get 1 or 2 picks, 4 to 6 sacks. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those.
I don't want to.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't wish this on Mahomes or nothing like that, but I was scared for him when he got hurt the last time, you know. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen to him again. I pray for a good game. I pray that everything is close knit. You know, anybody can get hurt at any time on both teams, you know. So I'm not even going to try to speak on what might or might not help somebody else win or not. So I just pray there's going to be a close game, entertaining to the end. I don't want
You know what
anybody
we
to
need
blow
to talk
anybody
about?
out. Say that again.
I say,
What'd
you
you say,
know what
Drew?
we need to talk about?
What's that?
Carl Sheffers is the referee.
Yeah. So the Chiefs should be favored.
He's the first. No, we're gonna lose because of that. Half of his crew is responsible for the most flags in the NFL the past 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He's also notoriously been a part of some controversial Chief losses, and he is also the first referee in the history of the Super Bowl to have 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. So it's already looking funny out there when it comes to how the game's going to be called and stuff like that. So
Well,
that's kind of, you know,
I do gotta say though, the flags normally favor the pass heavy team. I mean, I could see him like if that's his crew, they could be throwing a lot of pass interference. So the Eagles aren't going to be, you don't get a lot of holding calls on run plays and stuff. But
I
I don't know.
mean, it's only him and his assistant play caller or foul caller. So I mean, it's not his whole crew. They have to blend crews for the Super Bowl, but it's just kind of like, bro, he's got some notorious, situations involving the Chiefs. So I just really hope that, including this season, when he got choked up because we was booing him so hard that his voice broke at the game. So it's like I said, like, not my favorite, but we'll see how it goes. I'm ready. Game might be closer because of that fact, but we'll see.
Not to switch topics. I don't want to if you guys are still not ready to move on, we can keep talking about the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys heard about the Josh Sills.
I got one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fact.
Yeah.
I thought that this was interesting just because you figured it would have happened before. If Pat Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, he will be the first player in NFL history to lead the league in passing yards and win the Super Bowl. And not that is super remarkable or impressive, but you just thought that would have happened before. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? You just figured that would have happened at least a couple times before.
Whoever wins, I'll be happy. I'll put it that way.
I
I'm.
won't.
I
got money
think
on
it's
the
like I
line.
said. It couldn't. He said I got money on the line.
You said what?
I said I won't be happy. I got money on the line.
Oh, okay. Who you betting on?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm betting on the Chiefs, bro,
Okay.
because I think I like Jalen Hurts better than I like his underdog story better. Mahomes has got his ring, sharing is caring, and he is kind of corny to me. He runs slow, he's funny, he's got this goofy pass and his best team, and all my friends are from Kansas City and they're annoying as hell. And
So he sounds like you.
Oh, y'all
yeah,
something
man.
else,
I'm rooting for Hurts, but I got bad luck, so Chiefs will probably win. So
Well, we shall see. Shall see.
we
Well, I
can
know
talk
some.
about the rapists now if you want, Bola.
I was trying to find a smoother way to transition. It's sad. I'm not really sure. I've never heard of this guy before. Um, I'm not really sure why somebody would even think this is okay, but apparently this happened in December of 2019, and he's just not getting indicted. But I'm glad that
Oh, and he's an Eagle player.
yes, that was the point. I don't know
Wow.
if that's going to be a factor in their the plays they have out on the field, because this is kind of like a last minute thing. He's only 25 years old, I just don't understand. Like, and we've talked about this before. I'm not absolving anybody, but I mean, these athletes and just need to learn to have a little bit more self-control, man. You make a lot of money. There's no reason why you should be holding any woman against her will or trying to rape any woman. And I just leave it at that. I didn't know if you guys have heard of him before or are familiar with his, play.
Well, I read the whole story. Do you know what happened?
No,
read-
what happened?
So he was with he went to his hometown. He was with like a buddy of his and his sister, the buddy's sister or something. And they were in his pickup truck, and the buddy went inside and he like closed the door, grabbed the girl, and then forced her to give him oral sex. And like bruised her face and all this stuff. That's what it was. That's pretty fucked up situation. And surprised that it shows you how messed up the court system is. It took this long to get processed and everything.
Wait, so it wasn't him, it was his friend that did it?
No. He said like he was with a friend and it was his friend's sister or cousin or something. And I'm sorry if anyone listening if I'm messing up the facts. It was a family member of his friend, and he like forcibly held her in the car. Like when the friend went inside, closed the door, didn't think anything was happening. He was just trying to like holler at her or something, and then raped her.
Wow.
There was oral sex.
Regardless, still.
But if he gets out of jail, there is one coach who will give him a second chance. Andy Reid. So that just throwing it out. Since Drew was throwing shit on the Eagles,
So are you saying
Andy Reid loves criminals? That's all I'm saying.
Are you saying he's trying to cop a Philly?
Andy Reid loves his criminals, man. We go sexual assault, battery, guns, dog killing. He'll pick them up, anything to win. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, man. I think what Andy Reid did for Michael Vick was commendable. Not condoning
changing black men's lives.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, that's a really one-sided. I'm just being honest, bro. That's a one-sided opinion. Some people feel like if we're talking about religion, some people feel completely.
So now we have to get into should Michael Vick have went to jail for his posse getting buck wild with the dog? Like, come on, bro. This is crazy.
I'm not even talking about just Michael Vick. I'm talking about Tyreek Hill.
And who team he on? Who team is he on? Not ours. Don't care.
Andy Reid has a history of looking past behavior that's not acceptable to win football games and putting him on his team.
Well, hold on, though.
The narrative was written.
That's not
Bro,
hold
on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro. That's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly.
That's the truth.
Time out for a second. So you trying to say the fact that the man gives other people a second chance, he's willing to look the other way?
That's a narrative that was written with Michael Vick, like, oh, he needs a second chance. When in reality, let's just look under that, like below the surface a little bit. Do you think Andy's like, yeah, I'm all about the second chances and this and that? No, he saw someone who's talented. I can get Michael Vick. I can get this dude for a supplemental draft pick, even though he kicked his girlfriend in the chest like a WWE player.
We cut Kareem
but
Hunt.
no, it's Andy Reid. He's a great guy. He wants to give second chances. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing.
He cut his own son.
Huh?
He cut his own son. He cut
his
Kareem Hunt.
Put a 5-year-old girl, made her disabled because he was drinking on the facility. Should have never been even there.
But I think that's what I'm saying. So you can do the whole smear campaign for the episode. Go ahead and do all the little bullshit you've been saying. Go ahead, just do it.
You did something on the Eagles.
And this is why you hate, because you're not winning, and this is what you wanted. You wanted to get a rise. You don't be happy for people. It is what it is. Say all the little negative stuff you want to say. You don't really root for us. So it's like, nah, get that away.
I don't like Andy Reid. He was with Green Bay for a while. We know I don't like Green Bay. So there's always a reason to hate him. If he was part of the Raiders.
You live in New York and you hate the Eagles. I know, yeah.
The Eagles beat the Bears. I don't like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Right?
You're just mad.
I'm just throwing out facts, bro. Like there's an error. Andy Reid is not just
that's
not like, oh yeah, he's this great guy. That's all.
I don't know, man. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on that. I don't know the man personally. I don't know his motives. Everything that sometimes you can look at it through a glass prism and see what things one way and look at it through the other side and see it the other, man. It's all about perspective, man. I'm pretty sure the Michael Vicks and the people that you're talking about are very gracious that somebody gives them an opportunity to feed their family. But I hear what you're saying. This is all people's perspectives. So I'm not gonna argue that. One thing that I do want us to argue though is Tom Brady retires. Is he done for? Is he coming back? Do y'all think this is it?
I don't know, but if he breaks a vacuum, he might be on Andy Reid's team and be labeled. So you never know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Y'all something.
Hey, did you see the selfie he posted in his retirement? He's in his underwear grabbing his dick.
I saw that. I was like, what the hell is this?
No, I've not seen that. That type of
He
stuff
was
doesn't
not
pop up
grabbing his
on
junk.
Yes, he was.
Like,
Pull up
what?
a picture right now. He's holding his
I'm
nuts.
not pulling up nothing.
He is holding his nuts on his bed. He is done. There's no lie in everything else you can say.
Bro, what?
I am not lying. Okay? If you were a Tom Brady fan, shame on you. This is who he really was this whole time.
I like that. I like that thing you said though, man. That was kind of impressive. All the teams that he's beat. And
yeah,
it against every single team. I was trying to share it. I couldn't get it pulled
he has
up.
a winning record against every single team except for the 49ers. It's even.
That's it.
Broncos is even.
Anyway, happy retirement. I hope he, enjoys it. If he does decide to come back, it's like I feel like at some point you got to realize you've given the game everything you can and walk away. And like I hate to bring up Andrew Luck and Tom Brady's retirement, but that's somebody who like looked at the game and was like, I'm done with it. I'm not coming back. I'm over, So I hope, he's lost his wife now. They're divorced. I don't know if that all played a part in it, but I hope that he's content with his retirement and he's still not trying to seek another ring, even after you have 7. At some point, you got to stop. And those are my 2 cents on it.
You want to hear what I got to say?
Yes, sir.
He retired on the same day last year. Same thing. I'll believe it when the season starts and he's not on a roster. A lot of these teams need a quarterback, and you just never know. So until like maybe the end of next season, I don't believe it.
Fair enough.
We'd have to go through a whole season without him before I would feel like he's actually retired. Because he could come back at any time. You know what I mean? It becomes very enticing when job openings start popping up.
Touche.
He does have the contract with, who is it, with Fox? Do you know, Drew?
Fox.
Yeah, it's Fox.
Fox.
Yeah, how much money?
It's like 200. I think it's 250 or 225 million.
I think it's contingent on him donating to Trump's campaign or something, being Fox, but
This dude is reckless, bro.
This
dude is reckless.
You just gonna make up headlines. That's how you feel.
Bro, this dude is
people forget he had the MAGA hat, and then quickly he realized all the players in his team are black, and then it faded away like third way through.
Well, on the Patriots, that wasn't really a problem.
Well, yeah, Julian, he had like most of his receivers were white, but then he forgot his defense was black. So I don't know, Rick.
He was literally like Edelman, Amendola, Welker, Gronkowski, Chris Hogan. Like it was like,
oh shit, I forgot. And then the hat disappeared. He never talked about Trump again.
Burkhead.
And on that note, we'll see y'all in the next one.